Welcome back, guys. Like a very in-depth video. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we'll be creating a bathroom renovation ad account as well as a business portfolio. All right. So just to get you guys up to speed where I'm currently at, for context, I currently work with concreters around Australia to run their ads and basically generate them qualified appointments so they don't have to worry about the entire sales process. All right. Now, one of my confident clients up in Gold Coast actually wants to expand businesses. So he basically told me, hey, we're currently running ads for the concreting company. It's looking great. Why don't we start running ads for this new bathroom renovations company I've been thinking of creating? Okay, now let's go straight into it. The first thing for us to go ahead and do is head over to Facebook. And now once we're in Facebook, go ahead and to the top right to see your profile picture, click on see all profiles and click on create page. Public page, get started. Okay, in the create page section, page name, I want you guys to add in your business name. For this example, I'm just going to be putting XYZ bathroom renovations. Category, you can put construction company. Otherwise, for me, I'm just going to be putting contractor. And the bio, I'm going to be putting bathroom renovator in Australia. Something simple, right? Now, throughout this entire process of creating a page, I would highly suggest that you guys add as much information about your business as possible. Meta does like to use a lot of AI features that go ahead and review pages and look for people who are abusing their advertising policies. So go ahead and click create page. Now, contact. For now, I'm just going to be putting google.com as a placeholder. But for you guys, add in your website, add your phone number, email address as well, business email address, location, ideally, and also the hours. I'm just going to be putting always open, but you guys obviously add your hours in whenever you guys are available. All right, profile picture and cover photo. This is quite important, not only because I just mentioned about AI reviewing pages, but also because this page is going to be tied to our ads that we eventually run. Now, when homeowners actually see our ads and they might be interested in what we're currently offering, they're more than likely going to click onto the advertise. Who is this business that's actually behind this ad that is actually running this ad? If your page is just blank like this and there's no information and there's no proof that you are a real business, they're more than likely just going to click off the ad and scroll past. Now, some people do also like to add an action button. If you go ahead and click try it, we can choose call now. This is usually the best option because the homeowner can instantly get in contact with you guys. I don't use this only because what we do at my company is we go ahead and run the ads and then we also filter out all the people who are not qualified for our clients. So we make sure our clients are not dealing with any time wasters at all and they're only dealing with people who are qualified and ready to buy. Click on next. You can connect your WhatsApp. I don't. I'm just going to skip this for now. Build a page audience. This is where you can actually invite friends to go ahead and add some more followers to it. But this is not really that important. It's more important that you have a cover photo, profile picture, and a few posts as well. Click on next. And I'm just going to turn this notifications off, but you can obviously turn it on as well if you'd like to get notifications about your profile. Click done. Okay, great. Next thing for us to go ahead and do is, well, if I was actually setting this up for our clients, I'll go ahead and create 1 or 2 posts just so then people who click on our page will see it's a real business. But otherwise, I'll go straight into the Meta Business Suite. On the left-hand side here, if you don't see this menu, you'll see this little button here. Click on this menu and you'll see Meta Business Suite. Click on that. All right, guys, now once you're inside, you'll see on the left-hand side, a little drop-down menu. Click on this and click Create Business Portfolio. In Business Portfolio name, I'm just going to pick something like Elegant Bathroom Renovations. This would basically be your company name. It could be anything. No one's going to see this. It's just then you have a unique name just to identify the portfolio. Contact information, put my name, and I'll just put in one of my emails. Great. Now it's coming up as nothing's available to be claimed. That's fine. We'll actually add the Facebook page in afterwards. Click next. That's fine. Next. And click confirm. All right, we're inside the Facebook business portfolio. Now on the left-hand side, click on settings. And here we're going to basically add in our page, our ad account, and also the Instagram account. That's for our business. So if you head to pages here, click on add and existing Facebook page. Here we're going to go back to Facebook and we're going to copy our bathroom renovations name. We already have it set up here. Click on paste. Got that there. Click on next. Sales access to the page and yep, and send both and page. Fantastic. Now, like I mentioned, if you didn't have access before, what you can do is just click on manage and just turn on the everything full access button here at the bottom and click save. And then you have full access to control the entire page. Next thing for us to do is go to ad accounts underneath and click on add in the top right corner and click create a new ad account. Now, this ad account here can be anything. It can be any name. So we're just going to choose elegant ad account. Something simple, all right? I'll pick Melbourne, because where I'm from, and Australian dollars. There we go, click next. And this ad account is going to be used for our business. So click next, and I agree. Click create ad account. Give it a second. Fantastic. So it's been created successfully. Now, it will prompt you to add your payment info for your account. I'm going to skip this for now, but I would highly suggest that you guys add your payment info. There's been cases in the past where I've been working with a client on call and we set this up and then we add the payment info later. But before we were able to do that, ad account's actually banned by Facebook because we hadn't had any payment info, and Facebook treated the ad account as a fake business basically, and it created a lot of headaches for us. So add the payment info as soon as possible. You're not going to be charged anything, but it just tells Facebook that, hey, this person is actually ready to be spending on our platform. They're not a fake account. This is a real person with a real business and actually wanting to run ads. Click on done. Fantastic. All right. Now, as you can see, even though we've created the ad account, we can't see our name here or anything. We don't actually have access to this ad account just yet. What we need to do is click on assign access and you'll see your name. So click on that and all the different buttons, but click on full access. Click assign. Fantastic. Click done. And now you have full access to the ad account. Last thing for us to do before we go into the ad account is go to Instagram accounts. Now click on the top right corner, click add, click claim Instagram account. And yeah, it's going to open up a pop-up tab or a new tab basically for you to log into your Instagram account and it's basically connect the two together. Once that's done, we can head into the ads manager. So on the left-hand side, go into ads manager and click onto campaigns. Now, the ads manager can be a little bit confusing, especially if you've never run ads before or you're in the process of setting this up for yourself for the first time. There's a lot of different sections, campaigns, ad sets, ads, and a bunch of different metrics here that we can have a look at and see. It is quite simple once you understand what's happening. So I'm going to pop a little diagram basically explaining this. The entire thing is like an essay, okay? And campaigns is basically the title of the essay. Okay, this is what the essay is about. This is what your ads are about. So what's the goal of the campaign? Is it going to be to get more leads? Is it just to get more people to go to your website? Is it just to get more awareness about your brand? You choose what type of campaign you want to run. Then you get ad sets. Now this could be the paragraph topic, for example. And this contains all the information about, okay, what type of targeting are you going to do for your ads? What's the budget that you're going to be allocating for your ads? Where are these ads going to be shown? And lastly is ads. This is pretty self-explanatory, but ads is basically the ads that you run. So if we're setting up this up for the first time, brand new, we're basically going to be creating one campaign that's able to do testing for the ads that we want to run. So this is basically what we do, especially when starting out with a new brand and a new company, is we want to test, okay, look, we have all these ideas, but we don't know which one's going to perform well, all right? We don't want to be putting $50 behind every single ad that we're running in the hope that it's going to run perfectly. What we'd rather do is put in $5 or $10 behind every single ad. And that way we can test a lot more ad volume at scale, basically, and a lot cheaper in the long run, because we can see which ones are the winners, which ones are the losers, turn off those losers, and then move those winners into a scaling campaign, which I'll probably make a video about in the future. But basically that campaign is just about all the winners and putting a heavy amount of ad spend behind them because we know that they work. So the first thing for us to do is go ahead and click create on the left side. Account info needed, this we can do later on. But buying type, pretty much always leave it as auction. I hardly ever change it to reservation. Go into campaign objective and we need to pick leads. Now, if you are a service-based business and you're either a bathroom renovations company or even concrete company and you rely heavily on leads, this is going to be the one for you. Don't pick awareness or traffic. Traffic's only good if you want to send people to your website, but most of the time you just want to capture people when they are the warmest and they're most likely to convert. So we want them to be leads. Click on continue. Great. Now in the campaign name, this could be anything. We're just going to call this testing campaign, because that's what it is really, just a testing campaign to throw money at a bunch of different ads and see which ones work, but not a ton of money, just a small amount of money to see, okay, what's the metrics? Which one is actually performing better? Campaign details, we just loaded this up before. Click show more options. This we can just ignore. All right, next is budget. So budget is actually quite simple. You get campaign budget and ad set budget. In simple terms, basically campaign budget is good for the scaling campaigns. When you know you already have ad sets that work and you just want to throw ad spend behind them because you know that they will work. Now, ad set budget on the other hand is mainly for testing, all right? So when you want to have more control over the money that actually gets spent into every single ad. And the importance of this is just so then you can make sure that every single ad that you're running has a fair amount of ad spend to actually get results. You don't want to be in a situation where you're running ads and one ad is taking up all the ad spend and it's getting good results. And you might think, okay, wow, that's a great ad, and it very much could be. But the other ad is getting like barely any results, but also has barely any metrics for you to judge that upon. So it could be a good ad, but because it has no ad spend behind it, you don't really know. It's not really fair. So that's why we use ad set budget. So in this example, I'm going to be using ad set budget, and I'm going to turn this off as well. A/B test, we can leave that off, and then also special ad categories, we just leave alone as well. Click next. Ad set name. Here we'll just choose ad set. It's fine. It could be something very simple. Conversion location. Okay, so this is going to be very important. You can either choose website, instant forms, messenger, or Instagram. If you want to specifically send people to your website, then choose website, obviously. But the best place to actually convert people into just leads would be instant forms. And it's basically instant forms is these types of forms here, where they are really simple 3 or 4 question forms that people fill out and then give their contact information. So we're going to be picking instant forms. Facebook page. This is fine. However, it's saying this because we haven't read the and accepted Meta's leads ads terms. Let's view the terms. Yep, we read them. And performance goal. Here we're going to be choosing maximize number of leads over maximize number of qualified leads. Basically, for now, when you're starting out brand new, you have no data. Meta has no idea what counts as a qualified lead. So in this example, what we're going to be picking is maximize number of leads until we have enough data for us then to change it and say maximize number of qualified leads. So maximize number of leads is the one to pick. Cost per result, goal, that we can leave alone. Value rules, enabled, no. And delivery type, let's leave that alone as well. Dynamic creative. This you can pick because this actually allows you to test multiple different pictures and text within the one ad, apart from like at the ad level as well. But generally, I just leave this off so I have more control over what types of ads I'm running. So I know, okay, this ad that I created with this copy got these metrics. Budget and schedule. So here, daily budget. This would be anything from $30 to $50 a day, depending on how many leads, how many ads, are in each ad set. But I wouldn't go lower than 30 Australian dollars per day. Roughly, the rule that I follow is for every ad that we're going to be testing, we'd like to put in $10 behind. Now, with that ad spend, it is quite a low amount. A lot of people will say, no, you have to have $50 minimum, $100 minimum per day to actually get any realistic results. When starting out, you might not have, and you might not feel confident enough to spend that amount of money straight away. If you do, great, you can get results faster and you can make better decisions sooner. But if you're starting out small, that's fine as well. But now we'll just pick $30. There we go. Schedule, you can pick a start date as well as an end date. For this, I'm just going to leave it as start dates. We'll pick tomorrow. And end date, I'll just leave empty for now. Show more settings. Budget scheduling, I just leave this empty, but you can choose if you'd like to increase or decrease your budget during certain times. So for example, okay, if I click this here, I'll show you. Say you wanted to add in an extra $10 between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., then this is where you would do it. But this isn't really needed at all because Meta's algorithm will basically automatically figure out over the first 3 days which is the best time to actually put your ads in front of people. So you don't really have to worry about this. I just leave this alone. All right, next is audiences. So this is important because we want to figure out where we're going to be targeting our audience. So as you can see on the right hand side, estimated audience size is 21 million to 25 million. That's roughly the Australian population in all of Australia. And that's because here we have Australia as a location. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this little pen icon here. Locations, we're going to drop down this menu here so we can see the entirety of Australia. And we're going to zoom into Gold Coast because that's actually where my client is. So we'll zoom into here. Now he services all of Gold Coast. And so what we're going to do is we're going to drop a pin. And we press this little button, drop pin, and we're going to be clicking Gold Coast. Boom. Right there. So that's roughly the area of Gold Coast, but you can see we're missing our tweet heads down here and roughly this area up here. There we go. Great. And when you hover over these two locations here, you can actually see which one's lighting up. This one here is a bit too big. So we're going to drop it down to, I'm going to pick, I think 4 kilometers is fine. A bit bigger than that. I want to pick, nope, 14 is too much. 7's actually fine. 7's fine. 7 kilometers is fine. Rest of the Gold Coast, and then drop another pin down here, tweet heads as well. And we're going to pick 7 kilometers as well. If we could just... Great. So we have roughly the area of Gold Coast selected, which is the targeted service area. Now, because Gold Coast is quite close to Brisbane, like, I mean, if you compare it to a map of like Melbourne to Sydney, they are quite far apart. But Gold Coast to Brisbane, it's not that far away. So we don't want to get people from Brisbane seeing our ads and filling out the forms because our client doesn't service Brisbane. He's only in Gold Coast. So what we can do is actually or drop a reverse pin. So if you drop a pin here and go to Brisbane, we can increase the size. So Brisbane is this one here, and we're going to pick 40 kilometers. Great. So we have the whole area of Brisbane selected, and it's just about outside of the area of Gold Coast. And we can click this 3 dots here and click exclude location. And now you can see that our ads are not going to be shown in Brisbane there. Great. I keep audience quite simple. That's about it for audience. That's fine. Now that the location is done, we can go ahead into more controls, into minimum age, and change 18 to around 25. We're going to verify this even further down the line, but we do this just because we don't want ads showing to people who are 18 years old. Languages, I do like just adding English, just then we only get English speakers for our clients. Now also, if you go into show suggestions, you can also further fine-tune the age, the gender, and even more detailed targeting. However, I wouldn't change the detailed targeting too much because, as you can see on the right-hand side, we already have quite a small audience size, 470 to 550K. It might seem quite a lot, but it's actually not that much. So we want to maximize the audience size as much as possible, while also making sure that our ads aren't getting just shown to people who will not buy from us at all and wasting our ad spend. Ad transparency, leave this empty. Placements. This is actually quite important because we want to ensure that our ads aren't showing up on places that are not going to be where people are going to be converting. So if you go into account controls here, I've actually already selected it, but if you go into edit placement controls, for you guys, this here will all be turned on, and what you should do is actually turn them all off. Audience network basically is other apps that utilize meta ads. So for example, you're on an app and you face a ad that pops up, a pop-up ad. That's basically what this is here. Audience network native, banner, and interstitial ads. We don't want our ads to be showing on those kinds of places, so we turn them off. Even feeds as well. So Facebook Marketplace is a marketplace full of a bunch of different listings, a lot of information all the time. We don't want people to just skim past our ad or just lose it in the amount of listings there. So we turn it off as well for them. You can also go into show more settings here and even further limit it as well. So say for example, you only want to be showing it on Facebook, you can turn Instagram off. Best just to keep Facebook and Instagram. Placement controls. Here you have even more control over where your ads are showing. So for example, you didn't want it to show in search results, you can go ahead and turn them off here. Facebook will automatically test all these different placements and figure out, okay, which is the best one where people are most likely to see it and most likely to convert, which is the most important thing, and actually fill out the information on the lead form, which we'll fill out later on. And the rest we will just skip, click on next. Great, the ad name. Now here we actually go quite specific. For the ad that we're going to be uploading in this example, it's going to be an angle that I wanted to test for the bathroom renovations industry. We're going to use the ASMR sounds of getting a bathroom renovation done in an ad. So for ad name, I'm just going to choose ASMR bathroom renovation dash video. And I like doing dash video or dash image or dash carousel, just so I know, okay, this is the video, this is that image, this is a carousel. Just makes it a lot more organized in the campaign later on. All right, if you keep scrolling down, identity. So here you can select the Instagram profile that we initially connected up before. I didn't, I skipped that part, but this is where you select yours. Or you can connect it here as well. Ad setup, so where you're actually going to be uploading the ad and editing the copy. So click create ad. Single image or video. If you're uploading a carousel, choose that, obviously. But for this example, we're going to be using video. Next, keep going down. And also turn off multi-advertiser ads. We don't want that. Basically what this does is it just puts our ads in a bunch of other ads in like a group. Destination, instant form. I'll go ahead and create this form in a second. I'm going to go ahead and actually upload the ad first. Add creative, here we go. So set up creative. It's going to be a video ad. Just click on the side here, upload. It's going to open up your downloads folder or wherever you can upload it. I've already gone ahead and done it. Upload, click next. Great, so fine, media crop replacements. That's actually all okay, that's all right. Next. All right, primary text, headline, description, and call to action. What I usually do for this is call to action is most likely going to be an offer that we're going to be showing to a homeowner to actually get them to fill out their information. So all the time I use get offer, and very rarely I use get quote, but it's mainly get offer. Now for primary text, this is the main text that you're going to be seeing under the ad. Headline is the main text in bold, and I'm actually going to show you an example of this. If you head over to Facebook ad library, if you've never used the Facebook ad library, basically what it is, it's just a database where Facebook has all their ads that people can go ahead and see that are running on Facebook. So for in this example, such ads, bathroom renovation. And I'm going to choose Gold Coast because that's where we're running our ads from. Okay, cool. So we can see all our competitors, or our clients' competitors, as are running at the moment. Now, typically the best types of ads when you're looking at the library are the ones that have the most impressions. Now you can't see those impressions, but you can sort it by impressions high to low. And secondly, the ones that have been running the longest. For example, here, this ad here is more than likely working really well because it's been running since 30th of October 2025. And yeah, it has the most impressions according to the ad library. Now, whether or not this ad has $5 behind it, $10, $100, $500 behind it every single day in ad spend, we don't know. But we can be pretty sure that the copy and the actual overall image of the ad is quite good because it's been running for quite some time. If it wasn't performing, the ad would be turned off. Very simple. So all these ads that say active means there's active ad spend behind them. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just go ahead and look through all of these ads. I can just have a look at this one right here, 30th of April 2026. This has been running for May, June. Yeah, roughly just under 2 and a bit months, actually, just around 2 and a bit months. And it's not bad. It's still running and it's getting quite a good amount of impressions because it's already at the fourth listing here. So I'm going to go ahead and click see ad details. I'm not going to worry about the video, but I'm going to worry about the copy. This here is the primary text, so most of the text on the ad. And this here is the headline, so the big text here. Bathroom renovations done right. So I'm going to copy both of that and going to go into Claude. And actually, just before I do that, I've actually saved a little guide that I keep here, basically telling Claude the best way to write copy. Okay, and I've actually taken this from Jordan Platten. I'm going to leave his video up over here, and I basically just used the same framework that he basically created here, that he's been running for all his clients' ads, and it's working for us as well. And I'm going to go ahead and copy from here, as well as okay, if it works. Yeah, that's right. Yep, the headline as well. I'm just going to say headline. Great. I'm going to do this for around, I think, 3 or 4 video ads that I see over here in the library. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and sort these by videos and yeah, do this quickly. Okay, so I've gone ahead and gotten the copy, the primary text mainly, as well as the headline of a few ads over here, just listed down below. And I'm basically just going to tell Claude a bit more context about why we are doing this, so it has a bit more understanding about the overall video and everything. Hey Claude, I'm just in the process now of creating, actually setting up an ad account for a bathroom renovations company. I want to create a new ad that basically is showing the ASMR sounds from a bathroom renovation, right? So listed down below is also how you need to write the copy. So some instructions, and then right at the bottom is some examples of competitors that are actually running active ads right now. Just so you can go ahead and see the primary text, how they write it, and as well as the headline as well. But I want you to listen very closely to the instructions I've given you just above them to go ahead and create the primary text, the headline, and yeah, just the primary text, the headline. Thanks. And only output that, please. I want 3 different versions of the primary text and 3 different versions of the headline. Thank you. Okay, I've gone ahead and sent it off to Claude. Just give it a quick second to go ahead and do its thing. Okay, cool. So I've just copied that and I just pasted it into the primary text section here. Now the reason why I've asked it for 3 different versions is because we can actually add a text option to each of these sections here, headline and description, but we don't actually write a description. Some people do write descriptions, but as you can see here in this example here, this here, quality renovations you can trust, that's the description, okay? But the headline is from dated to luxury bathroom renovation. The description is a bit too small and a bit too light to actually really stand out. So what other advertisers do, and what we also do as well, is we just leave out the description and only use the headline. So it's just one big call out here. Bathroom renovations done right. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste all the primary text. Yep. And I like to just add in line breaks just so it's separated each section. Okay, the last one isn't so good. I'm just going to put these two here for now. It's fine. And I also realized that for some reason, Claude, I think I didn't tell it, but it decided to choose Brisbane homeowners rather than Gold Coast homeowners. So I'm just going to go ahead and change that. Free Gold Coast renovation quotes. Last one I'm going to pick is your bathroom done in 3 weeks, or we pay you $5,000. Now, this might seem like a kind of a crazy thing to say there, but I've actually spoken to my clients and we're in the process right now of working through an offer. And that's actually the offer that we're going to be using for now. And it's going to be a testing offer to get some more data to see if it works. If it doesn't work, we'll go back into the drawing board and figure out another kind of offer. But for now, a lot of homeowners don't want to have really long projects that just take ages and ages and ages. So this year ensures that if we don't get it done in 3 weeks, we will pay you $5,000. Great. And the call to action should be get offer. Next. All right, now next is image generation. Now Meta does like adding in a bunch of different AI tools to try and help you run your ads more efficiently. But as you can see from here, most of these suck. And we're not going to be using any of them. So this we just totally skip, because the video I spent a while on creating doesn't need to have some AI on top of it, okay? So let's click next. We don't want any AI media. Enhancements, same thing. We don't want any of this. Make sure it's all off. Click done. Great. So we have the video set up, we have the copy set up, the primary text, 2 different versions of it, as well as the headline, 2 different versions of the headline. Next thing for us to do is at the bottom here, even though we did just go into the central enhancements, if I click edit here, there are some more options here. So make sure they are all turned off. However, I do like one of them, which is enhanced call to action. This just makes the call to action a bit more dynamic rather than just get offer. Okay, get offer was an option there, but it makes it so that you can redeem this offer, claim this offer, curious, tap here. So it just makes it more interactive. And that's okay. I actually don't mind that one. So I'll keep that one on. Next thing for us to do is go up to destination again and instant form and click create form. All right, form name. Keep this really simple. Bathroom renovation V1. Just the first version of the form. Form type. From our experience, typically higher intent seems to be getting higher lead quality. What happens is sometimes some people fill out the form really quickly and then they forget that they even filled out the form. So higher intent is actually good, but keep this off. Requires leads to verify their phone number. This is way too much friction. We want to make it as frictionless as possible, but also keep that quality in there as well. So high intent is what we should pick. Flexible form delivery, this we can just turn off. We don't want Meta to remove elements or questions. We want it to be exactly the same for every single person. Next, background image, keep it on if you would like to, but I just keep it off. Greeting, you can say, fill out this form to get your quote in under 24 hours. But for now, I'll just turn it off. Get straight into the questions. Okay, the question section. So this is where we're going to be adding our questions. So first thing we're going to be doing is adding a question, multiple choice. And we're going to pick, when are you looking to get a bathroom renovation? All right, is it ASAP, which is what we want? We want homeowners who are looking to get a bathroom renovation within the next month or 2 months, which is pretty soon for a bathroom renovation. All right, there's the design process, talking them back and forth. All right, then we go ahead and do it. We don't want to be getting homeowners who are looking to get bathroom renovations in like 12 months down the line. Okay, that's way too long. We want people who are ready to act now. And I also need to turn on conditional logic. Turn it on. Great. I'll explain what that does in a second. We need to add a second question first. So what is your budget? Is it 10K? I'll just do this. 10K. Is it 20K? Now head back to the first question. If a homeowner is looking to get a bathroom renovation done ASAP, then they can go to the next question. They can go to what is your budget, right? Because they are looking to get this done quickly. If they are looking to get a bathroom renovation done 12 months down the line, that's way too long for our clients, and we don't want those types of leads. So we close the form, right? We don't want them to fill out our form and going through our funnel, our AI sales funnel. Whereas the budget, this we can just choose, submit the form. There we go, and submit the form. Oh, we just apply logic to all answers. Fantastic. Contact information. So here in contact information, I'll just say, enter in your phone, your contact details for us to contact you. Here we go. And phone number, I will actually turn this as mandatory because, yeah, it's a lot better to have a phone number rather than just an email. Next. Privacy policy, you can add this in if you'd like to. I'm turning it off for now. Review screen, this is just so that they can review all the answers, their contact information, as well as their responses before they submit it. Next. Okay, we need to add in because of this end page. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just put in a temporary link for now, but if you have a website, just enter in the website here. I'll just put google.com. Call to action is check out our website. Great. And same for E2. I'm just pasting this link. It's just a placeholder, just add in your own website. Okay. And turn off start conversations on Messenger, leave that empty, right? We don't want people to go and start having a conversation with you on Messenger. We want them to go become a lead so we can then add them to our CRM or notify you straight away rather than going to Messenger, and that lead basically becomes cold. Okay, great, the form's been created. Next thing for us to do is just go down, leave everything here off. Follow-up leads, leave it off, that's all fine. Google Sheets, CRM, leave it off. Everything is basically done except for one thing, and that is tracking. So Apple, way back in 2021, introduced iOS 14.5. I know it's kind of off topic, but basically that update there had a massive impact to Meta's tracking capabilities, all right? They made it really difficult for the Meta Pixel to go ahead and track homeowners and also consumers on their platform after they interacted on the app and even actually left the app as well. So to circumvent this, what Meta did was they introduced the Conversions API. And what this does is basically sends a message to Facebook whenever someone interacts with our Facebook form and becomes a lead, and also what stage they're at in our CRM. So say, for example, they interact with our form and they buy from us, right? We send that information back to Facebook saying, hey, this person interacted with our form, and then 5 days down the line, that same person bought from us. We want more people like that. And so Facebook and its algorithm will go out and find more people like that. Same for if someone interacted with our form and they didn't interact with our team, or they just didn't go ahead with the offer or the quotes, then we send the information back to Facebook saying, hey, this person did interact with us, but they weren't interested in what we were offering, or they weren't the right type of fit for us. So find less of those type of people, okay? And it is very important we set this up so then Facebook can start learning about what types of customers and what types of leads we're getting through running our ads to make it even more efficient. So we can reduce the cost per lead, but also increase the quality of every single lead that we get. So to set this up, go ahead into CRM events, click on setup. This is going to open up, okay, let's log into Facebook, the events manager. And we are going to be choosing CRM. Okay, creating data set. This we can pick whatever name. We're just going to call it elegant bathroom renovation data. I think it's very simple. And click create. Categories, you don't have to worry about that. Create. The data set is just going to be where all the lead information is just going to be stored, really. All right, choose the ad account that you want to connect to this data set. So we want the elegant ad account. Click next. Great. All right. Connect the Conversions API for even more robust data. So I'm just going to wait a second till this loads, and we should be able to select Meta, because it's basically the fastest way to connect this up. There we go. Finally, setup with Meta has been chosen. Click connect now. All right, now we can select HubSpot. But if you have another CRM, just go ahead into the search bar and search for a different CRM. HubSpot, next. Sign up the passkey, that's fine. Great, that's my HubSpot account. Click continue. Great, and I'm basically just going to click on get started with ads and follow the process of connecting HubSpot to Meta. And all right, so back into Events Manager, you should have a section here. This is datasets. Go into datasets over here. All right, great. So it's finally been set up. if you click into your data set, it should say finish subsetting Chorus API for CRM, and then it should say connect to CRM with a green checkbox there. If it's red, it means it hasn't connected correctly. Go back into Ads Manager, Campaigns, and if I just go ahead and close this, it's fine, and go back in to edit it. Let's go all the way down. Okay, for some reason, it's not recognizing it's CRM events. Let's go ahead and refresh this page. There we go. Finally, it has decided to work. So you can see now, after I've refreshed the page, that tracking now has different checkboxes which you can track. What we're going to be tracking is CRM events. If you select CRM events, you can see our pixel ID and also data set has been connected into Facebook. So now what will happen is every single time a lead comes through our Facebook form, it's going to go ahead and send over data to the elegant this bit data set basically, right? And this will be the same thing for our CRM, for example, HubSpot. Whenever it moves from, say, a qualified lead to they actually bought from us, it will send that information back to Facebook to then train the algorithm to find more people like that. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. If you did, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Now, if you are a concrete company or even a bathroom renovations company that wants to implement this kind of system, where not only we run your ads, but also we pre-qualify and use an AI funnel to go ahead and book them into your calendars, so you don't have to worry about any of the sales, then click the first link down below. We're actually running an offer right now where we actually work for the first week totally for free. And our aim is actually to get you guys so many good results. So then that actually covers the cost of working with us for the first month or even 2 months of working with us. Apart from that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.